Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Enmarket Arena, where whether you're watching on us on UPSHOT TV or tuning in on WXJT or WCWJ in Jacksonville, or even joining us live in the building for back to school night. I'm Destiny Hartwell, bringing you today's matchup alongside my partner Alexis Pierce as the Savannah Steel hosts the Jacksonville Waves to kick off a back-to-back homestand and wrap up their inaugural regular season campaign. Stakes are exceptionally high as Savannah searches for its first win against the season, first win of the season against the regular season champions, the Jacksonville Waves, of course. For Savannah head coach Takara Ross, her squad's looking to carry through a tough, resilient energy from their recent late game victory from loss last night against the Charlotte Crown in overtime, and just capture a statement victory before their fans this afternoon. And then, of course, for Jacksonville, today's game is just a prime opportunity to build on their championship momentum and prepare themselves for that championship game that'll go down next Saturday in Jacksonville at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, with that game tipping off at 7 p.m. Alexis, let's talk about the last time these two squads played each other.
Yeah, these two teams obviously familiar with each other, Savannah, or Jacksonville rather, winning each and every one of those games. I know Savannah yesterday, that was a nail biter. That was something that they wanted to win. That was something that we talked about with Coach Takara Ross. It was a loss in the stat sheets, but for them it was a win in so many different ways. Last time these two teams met, 70-58 victory for Jacksonville. So I think this one is all about adjustments for both sides. For Jacksonville in particular, if I know anything about Coach Jess Bogie, they had 16 turnovers down there in Jacksonville against Savannah, and I know she wants to clean those turnovers up. And then, like we talked about, just ironing out those details. And I mean, if you're Coach Takara Ross and that Savannah Steel squad, you want to come here tonight on your home, or today rather, on your home floor and get the victory. I mean, yesterday was unfortunate for them, but I know they'll come with the same intensity as they did yesterday.
Absolutely. I feel like one thing we're consistently hearing from a lot of the players, and Coach Ross has co-signed this, but Savannah is, all the players have been like, we owe them one. Yeah. We're here to get our get back. Jacksonville has beat Savannah Steel 10 times so far this season, and Jacksonville's the only team Savannah has not been able to get a win over, of course, this entire season. And it's not for lack of trying, and it's not for lack of not being able to. It's just been a lot of changes happening with the Savannah Steel, whether that be personnel, whether that be roster. And so they've been trying to, they continually have had to work on meshing well and the chemistry that they have amongst each other. And so that definitely, again, was a tough loss last night, but you would expect the Savannah Steel players to be kind of upset that they lost that game, but that wasn't necessarily the case. The energy was, they weren't as upset as they were mad. They were very mad about losing that game, and they said, now Jacksonville got to take this whooping because we can't give it to Charlotte no more. So I'm expecting to see a very exciting game. So we're looking at both sides. Who are some players to watch from both sides for this matchup?
Yeah, no one on the right now than Savannah Steel's J.J. Quinterly's career high for her last night, 32 points. She was absolutely phenomenal, almost perfect from beyond the arc. She really was the catalyst and has been the catalyst since she came into the Savannah Steel program. I know Coach Takara Ross has sung her high praises. Her veteran experience from the WNBA. Obviously, she was down in Dallas for a couple years, but she's brought an immediate impact. I mean, obviously scoring double figures in each of those contests. Just her scoring ability, the way that she can create offense for not only herself but for others. She's just been huge for the Savannah Steel team.
And then on the other side of that, before we get to that, again, just reiterating kind of what you said. I mean, you talked about the last time they played. First of all, J.J. Quinterly has scored in double digits every game she's suited up for it with the Savannah Steel so far this season. But in that last game against the Savannah Steel, J.J. Quinterly and Laisha Petrie both executed a massive 17-0 second quarter run. And that was a very interesting game, like you had already mentioned. And so we're going to be interested to see how, of course, J.J. just continues her dominance. And then Laisha Petrie is another player who has dominated in the past and has been one of the top scorers in this league since the season started, and see how she's going to play tonight. What about on the other side for Jacksonville?
Yeah, someone I've really been impressed by lately is Cheyenne Sellers. She's been huge for Jacksonville, and I know each and every one of those players will say the same. They call her Rook, and that she really utilizes her body to get to the line. She utilizes her body to get to the rim and create opportunities for herself. I think the game has really slowed down for her, and playing alongside veterans like Ariel Hearn. She's just relished in this Jacksonville program.
So some keys to the game as we're watching that tip-off happen.
Yeah, for Jacksonville, just being sharp on both sides of the basketball, playing with pace, but also taking care of the basketball. As I mentioned, 16 turnovers for them last time out. I think that's too many for this Jacksonville team, the regular season champs, if you will. And then for Savannah, utilizing that loss yesterday, and that's a good take. Unfortunately, that was a miss right there for Savannah Steel, but utilizing yesterday and build off of that momentum. Yes, we talked about it. It was a loss, but a lot of wins yesterday. Just the leadership of Lauren Taylor, leadership of Slim, leadership of J.J. Quinterly. They have to utilize that and build off that momentum here today.
As Lindsey Pullen misses a three on the corner. And both these teams like to get out and run, so I'm expecting a fast-paced game as we see the game probably come slower to some of those players. Offensively, the Savannah Steel are moving very well together. Z Spearman on the inside had the lane on her left side to shoot a turn. Lauren Taylor for the three, no good. I think Z Spearman, I laughed at her a little bit earlier. I was like, you just don't like the left side, do you? And so hopefully we'll get to see her just being a little bit more confident as Ariel Hearn was in that 12-foot jumper there.
And that's not what you want to do for if you're the Savannah Steel, is leave Ariel Hearn open at all. She can knock that down at a high clip. 45% from the field on the season.
Lauren Taylor on the wing gets it off to Corey Lard. Gets it back to Taylor, who's going to drive on Davis, pick up her dribble, try to get it into Petrie, and that'll be a shot clock violation by the Savannah Steel. Corey Lard is going to tap herself and say, hey, coach, that was me. My bad.
Looks like a bit of a starting lineup change for Savannah as well, as J.J. Quinterly will be coming off the bench, and Corey Lard is starting today.
And I wonder if that's part of Coach Ross's kind of plan to not only give Quinterly a breather from yesterday's fanatics and the fanaticness that she had in yesterday's game, but also just give Jacksonville a new look, because they probably had her very high on the scout.
Yeah, probably a little low management. She played 32 minutes yesterday. So did Slim. She played 38 minutes.
And Jalea Williams, I think, is playing with a little extra energy. When we talked to her last night at post-game, she said, not only are we trying to get this win because we owe them one, she said, but I also tried out for this team. So she said, I definitely am going to play with a little extra energy because I want to show them something. And Lauren Taylor showing the Jacksonville Waves something with that three from the top of the key. We talk every time she makes a shot there, that's her favorite spot on the floor, besides when she's in the paint rebounding and banging with the best of them. Ariel Hearn on the drive. Petrie gets her hands in there for the passing lane. Williams pushing the ball down the floor. Gonna not take the screen by Spearman. Kick it up to the wing. We're talking about swinging the basketball. Z Spearman on the left side, too strong. Hoping she got the foul call, but didn't. Renaya Davis, free throw line jumper is good. And Davis really just walked into that.
Yeah, it seems like Savannah Steel needs to pick up early. Right now, they're getting confused on their rotations on the defensive end.
Nine seconds on the shot clock. Looking to get the ball on the inside to Spearman. Maybe it's a lot of Cheyenne Sellers, three no good. It's a lot of Savannah trying to force the ball on the inside. Not a lot of ball movement on the perimeter. Sellers with the steal. Sellers gonna get it to Davis, who passes it back. Playing a little hot potato there. And we talked about load management. Pointerly still on the bench, but we're gonna see Elena Coates and Kaya Watson check in to the game for the first time, hopefully bringing a little bit more energy into this game for the Savannah Steel.
Yeah, right now, it just seems like Savannah Steel is really flat right now. They generated a couple turnovers. It seems like Z Spearman isn't really finding her lane in the interior. It's like they want to feed her and exploit Jacksonville's front court, but they're not seeming to find offense here early on.
It's hard to play inside out when Jacksonville is clogging up the paint. I mean, as soon as Z Spearman is getting the ball on the inside, there's 3 Jacksonville players there. Jalea Williams, shot no good. It'll be Jacksonville basketball as it goes out on Coates. Erin Hearn off the screen. She's gonna step through the defense and just walk into the lane again, the layup there.
Yeah, that's
8-3 lead.
That's just too easy for Erin Hearn. Somebody has to pick up her early. That was way too easy for Erin.
Petrie's shot too strong, it's in and out. I mean, we're talking about the Savannah Steel coming off of a 101-98 overtime loss to the Charlotte Crown, a team that has taken Jacksonville to the wire and beaten them a couple times, as Jasmine Walker gets the floater off one leg in the short corner. And Jacksonville hasn't played since the 15th.
Yeah, their last time out was against the Savannah Steel team down in Jacksonville.
Right. So, or the 19th, excuse me. So it's been they've had a little bit more time to breathe versus Savannah, who just played an overtime game last night. Elena Coates did get her first bucket down the floor the last time for the Steel, but Jacksonville not letting up on that at all.
Yeah, Brianna Turnage just got a field goal down there on the other end. She's been somebody who's definitely, her usage has definitely picked up here in the last couple of weeks. They've definitely utilized her, obviously, with that load management. And with Duke Bugak coming back, she was away as well, and with her international obligations. So they've been able to use Brianna Turnage, and she's shown up big time for Jacksonville.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com. Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Dunkman is proud to outfit the UPSHOT League and all its teams. Shaquille O'Neal's Dunkman brand has created innovative and customized designs and gear in support of the UPSHOT League and its athletes. Nice jerseys it is, as the Jacksonville Waves in their teal jerseys are racing down the floor, and then Savannah Steel in their pink jerseys are racing back. Petrie in the corner. She's gonna pull up for the jumper three. No good. A Coates in there trying to battle. Can't grab a rebound instead. Kayla Pointer setting up the offense for the Waves. Gets it to Sellers. Gets it into Turnage. And we talked about Brianna Turnage a little bit before the break there as she spins around on Williams. Shot too strong. And Brianna Turnage was a big part of that win for Jacksonville the last time the Savannah Steel and Jacksonville Waves played in that game on the 19th. Corey Lard for three is too strong there. No rebounders in the paint for the Steel. Waves heading the other way. Duke Bulgak, shot too strong. Thought she was fouled, no call. Williams pulls it back, waits on her teammates, picks up her dribble. Petrie on the inside, on Pointer, has to kick it out. 7-6 on the shot clock. Williams step over for the three is short. Brianna Turnage corrals the rebound.
Yeah, I wonder how long Coach Takara Ross is going to allow J.J. Quinterly to sit in this one. It's entirely the first quarter. And that's somebody who's bringing most of their offense.
Coates grabs the rebound. And it just seems to be a lid on the basket for the Savannah Steel right now. 12-5. It's a little over 2 minutes left. Laisha Petrie really trying to get some offense going. Williams picks up her dribble, has to kick it over. Petrie is on the drive. Reverse lay, no good. Lard kind of come in there. And is going to foul Duke Bulgak on the push. Z Spearman is going to come in for Coates.
Yeah, it just seems like right now that Savannah Steel hasn't been able to convert on the offensive end, not on the interior or beyond the arc as well. Yesterday they were shooting lights out. Looks a little bit different here today, and probably credit to, or discredit to, that overtime loss yesterday.
Right, Coach Ross talked about seeing which team she was going to have show up today after having J.J. Quinterly play 37 minutes and Jalea Williams playing 38 minutes, and talking about that, hopefully not wanting that to come back and bite her in the butt, she said. So we'll see. She was talking about which team was going to come out today, and so right now we're seeing which team is out here, but hopefully the Savannah Steel will be able to pick up their energy a little bit. Williams on the drive, she kicks it over to Kaya Watson. 3-2 strong. Pointer looking up the floor, has Lindsey Pulliam. Pulliam for the short jumper, and it's good. Mid-range game on lock for Lindsey Pulliam. I mean, she's a sniper in the mid-range.
Yeah, Lindsey Pulliam is another one who can really exploit you on that mid-range.
Madison Griggs in for the first time for the Waves. Kaya Watson with the steal there, and she was basically the catalyst for the Savannah Steel in that comeback they were having, that 19-point comeback they had yesterday's game. Kaya Watson really just putting her body on the floor. Z Spearman finishes through the contact.
as Z Spearman just utilized her height and her physicality to just rise up above Kayla Pointer. She was actually rose up over 2 people and was able to get it to go for an and 1. Really good patience there for Z Spearman.
Good on her to stay patient there. Really wanting Z to not have to bring the ball down at all when she's on a drive like that, but good on her to be able to tuck it and get it through.
And that was something yesterday. Offensive rebounding, 22 offensive rebounds yesterday.
That's 22 offensive rebounds is a lot for this Savannah Steel squad, especially when they'll come with 40-something rebounds a game, and most of the time, at least a third of those are defensive. They usually average about 10 to 15 maybe offensive rebounds per game, so to have 22 was definitely really good on their part, and Coach Takara Ross definitely talked about that as well post-game. Another jump ball, the third jump ball of this game. As long as if you don't count tip-off, it's 4 if you do. And the Savannah Steel have done a pretty good job of taking advantage of those jump ball situations so far in this game every time. Lard on the drive. She's still got her dribble. She's going to drive on Pointer. She loses it. Z Spearman has to rise up for the floater and kisses it off the glass. Spearman with 4 and brings the Savannah Steel within 8, 14-9. Excuse me, 6, y'all. I promise I know math. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. The Jacksonville Waves lead the Savannah Steel 14-9. You watch the Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com. Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah.
What does it take to level up as a referee? It takes opportunity, it takes preparation, and it takes a community that's invested in your growth. Refology is where referees come together to get better through practical coaching, real game feedback, and live support from experienced leaders who understand the game. If you want to level up your craft wherever you are in your officiating journey, Refology helps you show up ready. Refology.com, where referees grow together. We're watching a little race going on right now in the arena as we wait for this second quarter to kick off. Alexis, how was that first quarter from your perspective for the Jacksonville Waves?
Yeah, I thought they did a really good job of getting to their spots. Only have 2 turnovers. I know I mentioned that earlier on in the pregame, limiting those turnovers, but I think that they're doing a really good job on the offensive end. like I said, getting to their spots. Their shooters are shooting, and they're executing on the offensive end.
I completely agree. Uh-oh. The Jacksonville Waves have been doing a very good job of executing, doing a very good job of capitalizing on the Savannah Steel's fatigue that we're kind of seeing. We saw right there in that first quarter as well, kind of just pushing pace. They had a few open layups, open shots. I mean, Renaya Davis at one point shot a jump shot from the free throw line, and no one was there. It was basically a free throw, a free point for her. And then Ariel Hearn getting to the basket in an open lane. So maybe it's rare that we see this defensively from the Steel, but maybe we'll see Coach Ross try to get a little zone going to kind of clog up the middle of the floor and make it not look as big as it is for the Jacksonville Waves. But on the Savannah side, how was that first quarter for you?
Yeah, they just have to execute on the defensive end right now, as you mentioned. Just they're allowing Jacksonville Waves to do whatever they want. And as you mentioned, maybe switch up the defense a little bit, but they have to be able to get some stops right now and take care of the basketball.
As this second quarter is underway, we've seen the Savannah Steel in man-to-man defense. Corey Lard kind of face guarding Aaron Hearn, but it doesn't matter because Cheyenne Sellers is able to break through.
And that's just a miscommunication there. You can't allow that to happen if you're the Savannah Steel and you want to win on your home court.
Z Spearman is saying, pass the ball. I'm trying to get a good angle on the inside. She's going to set a screen for Corey Lard, but it's hard to roll when your guard is rolling on the same side as you or coming back into the same side that you're rolling on. And so maybe there's a little bit more communication to be had between forward and guards when Z Spearman is coming up to set that screen. How does Corey Lard need to come off of it? And that happened a couple times between Z Spearman and Jalea Williams as well in yesterday's game.
Yeah, I mean, that also plays a part into the roster movement that we talked about that the Savannah Steel team has had. A lot of them have not played together. Corey Lard was with Charlotte for a bit of her time here with the UPSHOT League, and now she transferred over here to Savannah Steel. She's only played about 6 or 7 games. So just that communication piece of gelling and just that continuity is not there yet with this team.
So Lard still looking to get her three-point percentage going. She's taking some really good shots as Lauren Taylor's fouled by Kayla Pointer on the rebound there. But Lard is taking some really good shots. I think from the three-point line, she is a 22% free throw shooter on the season, and she was a developmental player with the Charlotte Crown. So being able to come in and get some actual minutes being signed by the Savannah Steel, I think has really been able to help her game a little bit. And she's been playing a lot faster than we saw when she had those couple games. Right there, she decides to take over for the offense for the Steel and knock one down. But definitely, I think seeing her on the Savannah Steel squad has really helped her and opened up the game for her. Cheyenne Sellers and Jasmine Walker connecting there. Lard on Pulliam loses her dribble, has to save it, gets it to Spearman, who has to try to get it in to Lauren Taylor. Kaya Watson on the inside tries to get it back to Lauren Taylor. It's blocked from behind by Kayla Pointer, and then Lauren Taylor sticking with it, finishes it tough through contact, no call. Kaya Watson trying to go for the steal there, a little overzealous. Cheyenne Sellers picks up her dribble. I laugh because I like to call Sellers, I mean, she's a running back. She was on a football squad. The way she just tucks that basketball and runs through the paint, and that's one of her favorite moves, and she's very consistent with it. Right there, as we saw, now she's at the free throw line, shooting one to kind of finish up the and-one opportunity.
Yeah, Cheyenne Sellers, as I mentioned, our player of the game, has been someone who's been impressive late for this Jacksonville Waves team. I mean, that little tuck and flow is one of the strongest parts of her games, in my opinion, because she really utilizes her body to absorb that contact and get to the free throw line. So not only are you capitalizing on the field goal, now you're earning yourself a trip to the free throw line for 3 points there.
Sellers not the leading scorer in the UPSHOT League, but definitely has her name in the conversation for UPSHOT League MVP, the way she's just been playing. She's a rookie, but she plays like a vet, has been a big part of this Jacksonville Waves team being the regular season champions just because of how tough she is.
And Lauren Taylor picking up right where she left off yesterday. Lauren Taylor's been extremely exceptional from beyond the arc. Yesterday, 4 for 8 and huge. She almost made that three-pointer yesterday to send that game into double overtime. It was just so unfortunate. Touched everything, the entire rim, and did not go inside. That was unfortunate. But
yeah,
she's picking up right where she left off yesterday. Knocked down 3.
And she's 2 for 2 tonight already from that same spot on the floor, her favorite spot on the floor.
That was such a good game yesterday. I'm still just like blown away the way that the Savannah Steel team came back and fought back from a 19-point deficit. It says a lot about this team. It says a lot about that coach and Coach Takara Ross.
And like we continue to talk about, that's a tough take by Erin Hearn. Elena Coates standing straight up. But her 6'4" frame was able to finish that. And Jalea Williams, too strong, and it was kind of, I think she didn't realize she was going to be that open. Once Cheyenne Sellers kind of ran out the paint, she was expecting to have a block there and didn't have one. And that's going to be Savannah basketball.
Savannah Steel is only down 5 points, but it seems like with the way that Jacksonville is playing, that margin should be much wider. The way to stay in the game if you're Savannah Steel and really capitalize right here, I would think that you want to execute here offensively with 2 back-to-back stops.
Absolutely, and we were in the post game. We were talking to JJ and Jalea, and Jalea's favorite word was to say a sneaky little 32 and a sneaky little 15. And it was like, or quiet is the word that she used, and it was like it was not quiet at all. But it kind of seems like the Savannah Steel team is playing a quiet offensive game and only down 5 points now. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Elena Coates.
Yeah, if you're Elena Coates, you have to wait on that guard well, the guard has to wait on the post before you move. And right there, she kind of got her in an unfortunate position there.
And I honestly don't think Coates was expecting to screen right there as well. I think Taylor called for it, so she was trying to quickly get in position. And then Taylor started going before she was set. Erin Hearn kind of directing the offense there. Z Spearman, good hands as Lindsey Pulliam loses it.
And way to poke from behind right there by Watson.
Watson doing a really good job.
I was about to say, she might have gotten away with a travel right there.
We'll have to see that again. She didn't think there was a travel. I don't think Coach Ross thought there was a travel there either. We're going to have to take a timeout here. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single-game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits like our educational benefits benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Welcome back here to Enmarket Arena, where the Jacksonville Waves lead the Savannah Steel 21-16. 5:55 and counting left in this first half. Jacksonville has the basketball. Dubolgok wide open on the inside, and she loses it. She said butterfingers there, my fault. And Savannah now with the possession. If you're just tuning in, again, it is 21-16. There is another game going on. The Charlotte Crown are hosting the Greensboro Groove, and that game is pretty tight as well right now, with the Crown leading 30-27.
Right there, just a really good attack by Laisha Petrie down on the other end.
Petrie really looking to get her offense going. She had 9 points in the game last night against the Charlotte Crown. But between her and Quinterly, they had a 17-0 push against the Waves in that second quarter in the last time these two teams met. So Petrie is definitely a player that Savannah still want to get going, especially with Quinterly not on the floor yet in this game. Petrie deciding not to take the screen. Kaya Watson for three. It's short. That'll be out on the Jacksonville Waves. Might have called it too early, but it is out on the Waves, and it will stay Steel basketball. We're going to see Madison Griggs come in for the Jacksonville Waves. A player we haven't seen who isn't dressed out to play tonight, but will be available next week for the championship game, is Taylor Soul. Got a chance to talk to her before this game, and she said just resting, but she'll be ready for the championship game. And Soul has been a player that has made a huge impact for this Wave squad as well.
And we call her the Energizer Bunny. She does it all for this Jacksonville Wave team. And Slim, really good attack right there, getting 2 feet in the paint and just going right up.
And she talked about that a lot in post-game as well, how Coach Ross was talking to them about getting 2 feet in the paint at halftime and really trying to get themselves to the free throw line. And that'll be a turnover by the Waves. That shot hitting the top of the rim. You're going to see Corey Lard and Lauren Taylor come in for Kyle Watson and Z Spearman. Slim, again, did a really good job, like you mentioned, of just being patient on that. She's been trying to play really fast, and it's hard when she's trying to play fast and some of her teammates are not matching her pace and energy. So it was good on her to kind of slow that down, or slow herself down to get in that game. I think she took heed to what you said last night. She's really looking for a shot as she goes and scores again for the layup, because we know that she's a scorer first and foremost and can do all the things. ACC all freshman selection team in 21-22. at Miami after she led the Hurricanes in steals. And then transferred to Louisville and for her senior year. And it's just been on go ever since and has been playing very well for every team that she's been a part of. Lauren Taylor for three again, and in Jasmine Walker's mouth at that. Lauren Taylor 3 for 3 from the three-point line. I think we're going to expect to see Taylor shooting a couple more of those because she got to get her get back from not being able to hit that one last night to go into overtime.
Yeah, she just got the lead for the first time here tonight. And that's what you want to see if you're Lauren Taylor and the Savannah Steel.
Good job on Elena Coates not fouling there. Good hands by the Savannah Steel. Good job rebounding there. Laisha Peachy grabs the rebound first before there's anybody falls, and she was already heading the other way. Jalea Williams on the spin on the inside on Pulliam is too strong. And now Pulliam is pushing pace the other way. He's gonna slow it down, Air Hearn, who actually is gonna just take the drive instead. Loses her footing. Coates on the inside to Bulgak, standing straight up. Bulgak looking to spin. Coates with the block. Coates trying to come back. Bulgak takes the time, just kisses it off the glass after staying patient there.
Elena Coates there, she got the block on the initial, and then she jumped on the second one. She should have just stayed straight up. We saw that a lot yesterday game as well. She was allowing the offensive player to still get by. She could have just and get to the free throw line when she could have just stood straight up. I mean, her 6'4" frame, no, it's hard to get up over Elena Coates.
Well, Taylor was fouled on the drive there and should be shooting a free throw. When we come back, we'll see how she continues to what she's been doing.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit GhostPiratesHockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at SteelUpshot.com. Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit GhostPiratesHockey.com.
And we're back here at Enmarket Arena. Steel Nation is loud for the Savannah Steel team, who just went on a drive to be able to tie it up. 25 all, 2 minutes left, 2:05 left in this first half. And right now, Lauren Taylor has been doing the do for the Savannah Steel. She's at the free throw line, looking to add 2 more points to her already 11 on the day so far. Taylor will be at the free throw line, of course, shooting 2 off of the foul. She misses the first. She does get the second. Now they still have the 1-point lead over the Waves. Griggs gets it over to Sellers. And that's a steal by the Savannah Steel, Laisha Petrie, who's one of the top 5 players in steal, I think number 2 in the UPSHOT League in steals. Petrie gets it to Taylor, who gets it over to Lard. Z Spearman has to put something up. And it's no good, and then Laisha Petrie is gonna foul Kayla Pointer.
And that's what we talked about yesterday, Destiny, not capitalizing on those turnovers from their opponents right there. Laisha Petrie, as you mentioned, number 2 in the league in steals, got the steal down here and was not able to capitalize. If you're the Savannah Steel, you have to be able to execute when you generate those turnovers.
Pointer on the drive, gets it down to Turnage down low. Turnage gets it high and finishes it over 2 people.
Especially when you're playing a really good team like Jacksonville Waves, can get 2 feet in the paint, bring in a player like Brianna Turnage, and can do some damage down there.
Z Spearman gets it in, kicks it out. Lard driving on Sellers. Sellers playing some tough defense. Petrie has to throw something up, hits nothing.
Another turnover by Savannah Steel.
Lauren Taylor finishing at the rim.
Luckily they were able to get it back right there.
Kaya Watson again just being a defensive menace. And she didn't have to do much but kind of stand there. She gets the rebound and now she's running the offense. Pulls it back, gets it over to Lauren Taylor, who gets it in to Z Spearman. Spearman's gonna be grabbed on the arm by Griggs when she was trying to pass it out. Spearman should be at the line shooting 2. Spearman makes the first. Z Spearman is a 62% free throw shooter on this season in this UPSHOT League inaugural season. Spearman misses that one. Kayla Pointer gets it past Corey Lard. And now Sellers is on the drive, gets it over to Turnage. Gets it back out to Sellers for the 3, buzzer beater, and it's good! Oh, it's a 2. The referees are saying it's a 2. And Coach Takara Ross didn't like something.
And Cheyenne Sellers left wide open on that wing, and she knocked it down to go into the half.
They're going to actually take a look at something here, and they're going to let us know what they're taking a look at.
The final shot of the half is under review for a potential 3-point goal versus a 2-point goal.
And they're, again, just checking to see if Sellers made a 3 or a 2 if her foot was on the line. See, she steps back, so we're trying to see where that right toe was. Was that toe behind the line or on it? They initially called it a 2. From this angle, she looks like she is on the line, but it's still a weird angle.
Yeah, it looks like her foot was in line, but regardless of the fact, Cheyenne Sellers with a nice shot to go into the second half.
So they're going to get some clarification on that. Regardless, if it is a 2, it's tied up 29 all. If it's a 3, then the Waves will have the 1-point lead, 30-29 going into the half. And they'll be able to give us some clarification, and then we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about that first half, what we liked, what we didn't like, and what players really stuck out to us. Still looking at it. Like I said, it's a weird angle from us looking at it, and for you on your screens looking at it as well. So, again, the referees have a tough job. I would not want to be a referee, an official. They have one of the hardest jobs in the world. While we're waiting for them, Molten USA, the official basketball partner of the UPSHOT League. Every shot, every moment, the future of women's basketball keeps getting stronger. And we'll finish that when we get a chance to later on in the second half.
The call on the floor is confirmed as a 2-point goal to end the half.
And that'll be that, folks. It's going to be tied up 29 all at the half. When we come back, we'll chat about what we liked and what we didn't like. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League on UPSHOT TV. And in Jacksonville, we see you.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
And we're back enjoying some of this halftime performance. But while we are enjoying it, Alexis, how was that first half? I mean, it was a very good second quarter for the Savannah Steel to kind of get themselves locked in back into this game. But overall, what was this first half like?
Yeah, Savannah Steel won that quarter 22, 14, 15 points?
Yeah. Just about. We're going to be able to officially let you know in a second.
Let's look at the stat sheet. We just got the box score. Yeah, Savannah won that corner.
Right on.
Yeah, right on. I was doing some scribbling as the quarter was going, but no, 20-15 for that second half. And a lot of it was due to Savannah Steel getting downhill, getting some turnovers from Jacksonville. Right now, they have 8 turnovers. Jacksonville does. And Savannah has 11 points off of Jacksonville's turnovers. I mean, I think if you're Savannah Steel, you have some momentum going into the third quarter. I know last game they did lose the third quarter. They only had 8 points to Jacksonville's 23. So I know Coach Jess Bogie right now is definitely talking to her team, telling them they need to clean up and take care of the basketball.
I think also, you've already mentioned it, Savannah having 11 points off of Jacksonville's turnovers, but Jacksonville having none off of Savannah's turnovers, and Savannah does have 6 turnovers. So that's 6 turnovers could be 12 points right there, you know what I'm saying, depending on what you're shooting. So it's going to be interesting. I think Jess Bogie is definitely talking to her team about capitalizing off of the Savannah Steel's mistakes when they are making them.
Yeah, someone who's been huge for Savannah Steel, Lauren Taylor leads all scorers with 14 points. That was something that Coach Takara Ross talked about yesterday, just her leadership that she brought yesterday. I mean, phenomenal on both sides of the basketball. She had 19 points, 4 from 8 from 3, and just was a phenomenal leader yesterday. And now she's carrying that over to today. I know we talked about Savannah Steel not being able to get a win from Jacksonville this entire season. So they have an opportunity here today. We're tied at half. So I'm excited to see how both of these teams come out in the second half.
That we are excited. Lauren Taylor was doing everything that Coach Takara Ross was talking about, and it wasn't showing up on the stat line. So we'll get a chance to talk a little bit more about her when we come back from this break. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com. Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
And we're back here in Enmarket Arena. Again, at halftime, it's about 6.5 minutes left before we get this second half underway. The game is tied up 29-all. Alexis, we talked about what we saw in that first half. Now let's go into the locker rooms. What is Coach Jess Bogie telling her team right now?
Yeah, just clean up the turnovers, as I mentioned before. 8 turnovers. I remember the last game that they had 16, so they're halfway to that mark right there. But nonetheless, Jacksonville Waves it's a reason why they are the regular season champions. I mean, they do it all. They execute on both ends of the floor. I think they just need to clean it up. And it's something that we looked at for Charlotte yesterday too. I think they're both teams looking forward to that championship game and forgetting that, hey, you have a couple more games to finish out here.
And then on the other side of the basketball, Coach Takara Ross, what do you think she's telling her team? Because right now we talked about how Savannah has capitalized on the turnovers for Jacksonville. 11 points off their turnovers. Points in the paint, they're tied up 16 all. I mean, the only thing we're not seeing is fast break points and bench points. Right now, Jacksonville has the edge over the Steel in bench points, which at the beginning of the season, we used to talk about how Savannah was double scoring on the bench points over every single team because of the bodies that they had on the bench. Of course, as the season progressed, that sentiment changed as personnel changed and roster changes happened for the Savannah Steel. But if you're Coach Takara Ross, especially after playing that tight game last night and having players playing almost 40 minutes in that game, you have to be happy at halftime with how your team is playing, especially in that second quarter.
Yeah, now it would be interesting to see if she'll start J.J. Quinterly in the third quarter. Even if she doesn't start her, at least play the second half. I'm sure she will touch the floor at some point today, but I think she'll definitely bring, obviously, an offensive presence as well as a defensive presence for Savannah Steel. And for this, another thing I wanted to mention as well, this Jacksonville Waves team is probably the lowest scoring first half they've had this season, only 29 points. But a lot of that, I don't know if that's to the Savannah Steel's defense or just that low management we talked about with Jacksonville. As you saw, Renaya Davis has not entered the game again. Taylor Soul is taking a break for today. There's a lot of wear and tear on these players throughout the season. It was a long season with a lot of games, a short season with a lot of games. So right now, I think, as we mentioned, just knowing what you have ahead of you in next week.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com. Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
And we're back in Enmarket Arena. Again, this game is all tied up with less than a minute to go before the second half gets underway. So we talked about what we liked in the first half, Alexis. We talked about what Coach Takara Ross and Coach Jess Bogey are telling their teams in the locker room. So with all that being said, what are keys to the second half for both these squads?
Yeah, just the same thing as I mentioned in the pregame. Being sharp for Jacksonville, if you're Jacksonville, on both sides of the basketball, cleaning up that detail against the Savannah Steel team. And right now, I know Coach Jess Bogey isn't necessarily pleased with her group right now, but I don't think she understands, too, with that load management, with a lot of different rotations that she hasn't had on the floor together at the same time. You're missing Taylor Soule.
They just got Dubogak back.
Exactly. So I don't know if she's that hard on her team as of right now, but I know that she does want to see a little bit more. I know Aria Hearn, she only played a few minutes in that first quarter or that first half. She didn't play as many as she normally does. So it's just one of those things right now, especially late in the season, when you want to take care of your players' bodies. You want to make sure that they're healthy for what matters most, and that's that championship game. And if you guys that are listening, be sure to come out to VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena on August 29th as Jacksonville hosts the Charlotte Crown for the inaugural UPSHOT League Championship. I'm excited. I know, Destiny, you're excited for it, and we're all excited for it, especially being history. That's exactly what this is. It's history, and I mean, and I know they're gonna put on the show.
And I mean, history it is. This Jacksonville Waves team already made history as becoming the inaugural regular season champions, but of course having the opportunity to become the inaugural season champions for the UPSHOT League. And they're playing a tough Charlotte Crown team that's playing right now against the Greensboro group. But that Charlotte Crown team is definitely a team that will give Jacksonville a run for their money for that that opportunity. In that game, it is halftime right now for that Charlotte Crown game in Charlotte. The Charlotte Crown lead the Greensboro group 42-37. It's about 8.5 minutes left in halftime before their second half gets underway as well. But ours is already underway. Renaya Davis with a floater in the mid-range, no good. Corey Lard brings the ball down the floor for the steal. Second half has started, and we still have not seen J.J. Quinterly. Davis running the floor, and finishes over Lauren Taylor, who was trying hard to get a block on that. Petrie on the wing, gonna pass it around the horn by the steal. Lard pulls up for the three, in and out, and then it goes all the way down, flushes through. Corey Lard adding to her 2 points, now with her first three of the game. Good box out by Lauren Taylor on Renaya Davis. Jalea Williams looking to pass the ball off to Petrie. Petrie in and out through contact, has to pick up her dribble, gives it to Lard again, too strong. Taylor for the rebound. Taylor through the contact, through two. Sellers and Davis, and finishes it.
Yeah, one thing about Lauren Taylor, she has a knack for the basketball. She's going to get you some old boards and convert second chance opportunity for her team.
And if you've been blocked by Z Spearman on Jasmine Walker, she walks off when she does it. But if you've been tuning in to the Savannah Steel all season, then we know Lauren Taylor is not new to rebounding. It's her favorite thing to do. She is the NCAA all-time record holder for rebounds in a single game with 43 rebounds, a historic feat she made during her senior season at Francis Marion. And when we say NCAA, that's every division. Lauren Taylor holds that record. No one will beat that or has not beat that yet. And so it's her record until someone says so. It's not. And she definitely does have a knack for the basketball, and she talks about how she just loves to rebound and loves rebounding. She also loves scoring in this game, as she is the leading scorer for her team right now, the only player in double digits. Renaya Davis, floater too strong again. Air Hearn gets it over to Jasmine Walker for the short corner jumper, no good. Jalea Williams pushing pace. has to pull it back. Lard on the wing, wants to get it to Turner and doesn't. Z Spearman wanted the ball in the middle of the floor. Petrie on the drive, gets it over to Williams in the corner. Williams has to take it. It hits the rim, bounces out. Williams saves it and hits it off of Lindsey Pulliam. And it'll stay still basketball. Pulliam did not like that. She felt like Williams was already out of bounds. Earhart also agreeing with her.
What I like there most is Jacksonville's help side defense. It's been extremely good. That's what's been limiting the Savannah Steel. But really good heads-up play there.
Jalea Williams just not giving up on the play. And this Steel team has always been a team that's defense to offense.
I was about to just right there, that help side defense right there by Cheyenne Sellers, just taking away and actually converting there on the offensive end.
Sellers with an easy basket on the inside. No one touched her, stopped her, in nothing. Lard picks up a dribble, gets it into Z Spearman. Savannah kind of standing around. Z Spearman has to make something shaken. Z Spearman's going to be bumped by Jasmine Walker on the drive through the center lane.
And those two being extremely physical. That's that SEC on SEC crime right there. Z Spearman, a Tennessee alum, and Jasmine Walker, Kentucky. Well, I'm sorry. That's Taylor So.
Alabama. SEC,
I don't know why
SEC.
Right, no, I don't know why I get Taylor So and Jasmine Walker mixed
I was
up
saying Renaya
sometimes.
Davis, another Tennessee alum, getting to the hoop. Just beating all the defense there, and then Laisha Petrie. That ball will stay with the Savannah Steel. Lauren Taylor Earhart kind of playing hot potato there, and Earhart was caught with her hands in the cookie jar with her toes on the baseline. Williams looking, she thought about the three. Gonna have to restart that. I think the shot clock wasn't going. Or game clock won.
Actually, speaking of Alabama, now that I think about it, Christy Curry came down to Jacksonville a couple games ago when they were playing Greensboro. So really good to see, you know, head coaches coming back and seeing their players play at the highest level.
A nice floater by Laisha Petrie in the mid-range, in the middle of the floor there. She kind of just had the extra step on Cheyenne Sellers the entire drive. Lindsey Pulliam from the mid-range. No good. It's a one-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Lauren Taylor for three. No good. Z Spearman trying her hardest to fight through, and it is going to be out on Spearman, and it'll be Waves basketball. Bolgott coming in, and Kayla Pointer as well coming in for Sellers.
As we mentioned, Adu Bugak was down there and for the women's Olympic pre-qualifying tournament. She played 3 games. One of those games, she had 25 points and 22 rebounds. That
a double-double, a 20-point double-double, and a 20-rebound double-double. Wow.
Incredible.
Good ball movement by the Waves there. Earhart and Renaya Davis connecting. Jalea Williams on the drive, tried to get it on the inside. Spearman setting the screen, is gonna roll. Corey Lard in and out. Corey Lard, jumper is short. Davis could rouse the rebound. Pointer gets it over to Davis, who's gonna drive. She's gonna try to get a floater there, no good, but she does draw the foul, and that foul will be on Kaya Watson for the push. It'll be Watson's first, and Davis will be at the line.
Renaya Davis just utilizes her body to get up under Kaya Watson to earn herself a trip to the free throw line. Renaya Davis is someone who I've really enjoyed watching this season. Her touch around the rim is something that we don't talk about. It's so smooth, it's so soft. She really executes at a high level in that restricted area in the paint. And she can knock down free throws, and she can also extend the defense and shoot threes as well. I really enjoy watching her blossom with the Jacksonville Waves team, her hometown.
I mean, she's a 54% field goal percentage right now for this Waves team. And like you mentioned, when you look at her spread of just points, most of, if not almost all her points are points in the paint. She has to shoot it, and she doesn't. That's another shot clock violation by the Savannah Steel Waves basketball.
And one thing about Jacksonville Waves team that I've noticed just doing a lot of their games, their fans show up they have a little section right behind Jacksonville, their Jacksonville's bench. They have their Jacksonville Waves t-shirts on. They travel to watch their Jacksonville Waves team compete. I love it.
Good dive by Renaya Davis. Kaya Watson got caught on her backside. Davis just commanding the paint on the inside and draws the foul. We're gonna have to take a break here, and when we come back, we'll see what Savannah Steel do.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com. Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
And we're back here at Enmarket Arena. We just want to say, join us on UPSHOT League, the app for true fans. Follow your favorite players, rep your team, and be a part of something bigger. You can download this app on the Apple App Store or whatever app store you may use, depending on the phone that you have. But join the UPSHOT League and make sure you stay connected as we get through this inaugural season. and prepare for another season coming up soon, as the Jacksonville Waves, one of the inaugural teams, has continued their dominance in this game, now leading 41-36, 4.5 minutes left to go in the third.
Yeah, that was just great execution right there from forward to center. Got it done.
Laisha Petrie, the jump stop, top of the key. Shot too strong. It's going to hit the top of the backboard and roll behind. It was a little rushed, but I do like that shot by Laisha Petrie. She doesn't have to be too wide open to take a three-point shot. She shoots from the crown of her head. And so usually she likes to say, when it's up there, I know it's going in. She was just a little rushed there, but that was still a good shot. Pointer at the top of the key, gets it to Hearn. He's coming off the basketball, and it's very interesting to watch just how Kayla Pointer and Era Hearn have kind of played with each other, as Kaya Watson with the third foul in this game already.
Yeah, Jacksonville just continues to get downhill. Era Hearn rejected the screen there and just parted the Red Sea. Turned herself a trip to the free throw line. Era Hearn just so quick, so crafty. Can get to her spots with ease and precision. That's another player I've just enjoyed to watch over the course of this season.
Speaking of course of the season, again, I was trying to say, we were watching Era Hearn and Kayla Pointer playing on the floor together. And I know if you watch the Jacksonville Waves at the beginning of the season, we saw Era Hearn playing that point guard position and taking care of the basketball a lot more. But as this progressed, now Kayla Pointer got more minutes. Now she's playing that point guard position, and it's allowing Era Hearn to come off the basketball, and watching Hearn be able to create her own shot in that position at the two has been very fun to watch as well. Jalea Williams directing traffic. She's going to get it over to Petrie. Tries to get into Watson. It might have been a quick touch pass that needed to be there because Watson was open and she had Hearn on her backside. But Petrie trying to get a better angle, it kind of allowed Sellers some time to get back in front of her and Hearn some more time to get a better defensive position on Watson. Williams drives, she's gonna spin on Pointer. Pointer with the block, gets her hand on the basketball there. Pointer pulls up from the free throw line, elbow, too strong. Elena Coates with the rebound, gets it to Jalea Williams, who almost loses it, but makes a good move there. Six man making some noise. Laisha Petrie on the drive. Jasmine Walker stood there tall. And Sellers kind of gets Williams on the chin there. It's not, they don't call it. And Coach Takara Ross is gonna take a timeout. And she's gonna ask the referees to take a look at that maybe, because Williams did get kind of, I don't know, Sellers did swat there. I don't know if she actually got hit in the face or if it was just the motion. The referees won't go back and look at it, but Coach Ross is going to talk to them about that.
It seems as if, Sellers did get her. They completely missed that there.
Yeah, and it's hard how you missed it. It was right in front of them.
Yeah, I can see Coach Takara Ross's argument. Yeah, 100%.
Now, I will say we saw Jalea Williams try to get a hand in there. She was going for the ball as well. She touches Sellers on the shoulder in that a little bit. And then Sellers kind of swats back at her and does hit her on the chin, but they don't call it. But regardless, Coach Ross is taking the timeout, just trying to get her team together, because now the Waves are up 9. 3-on-1 to go in the third. Waves have the 45-36 lead. Savannah has a really good second quarter. They fight back, tie it up at the half, 25 all. We talked about Coach Ross being happy with how her team is playing in this game, especially, again, coming off the fatigue and whatnot of last night's game. We talked about load management, and clearly that's playing a part as we still have not seen J.J. Quinterly. Not sure if there's something else going on to not have her in the game today. But what does Coach Ross tell her team in that timeout?
Yeah, just keep fighting. Right now it's a 9-point game. Don't allow the refs to get in you guys' head. Continue to be who you guys are. And they've been resilient, as you can see from yesterday. Just a resilient group. And continue to just battle.
Battling, they have Laisha Petrie, Jalea Williams, Elena Coates, Lauren Taylor, and Kaya Watson on the floor for the Savannah Steel. Again, we're looking at the foul count. Watson does have 3. Taylor with the basketball on the wing. Gets it to Petrie, and she's being held on the arm by Sellers. So that foul will be on Cheyenne Sellers. We believe that's Sellers' 3rd foul.
Yeah, that'll be her 3rd.
And that's a strong take by Jalea Williams against Kayla Pointer. That'll be Pointer's 2nd foul.
Yeah, I think right now the Savannah Steel is putting themselves in a good position right now with 2:44 to play. They're in the bonus, and then they're getting to the free throw line. Right now, I think they could really utilize them getting to the free throw line right now and really cut into the deficit, especially going into the 4th quarter. I don't know, maybe Quinterly will be a 4th quarter addition. But this is a really low-scoring game, to say the least.
Especially after scoring 101 and 98 points in yesterday's game.
Exactly.
And then...
But also, too, I mean, Jacksonville's the number 2 team in the league in points per game, 82.8 points per game. So this is a little different for them.
Savannah usually averages about 78 points a game as well. Mid-range sniper, Lindsey Pulliam, no good. Petrie gets it over to Watson, who has to pull up for the 3 in transition, too strong. Williams trying her hardest to rebound, and it'll be out on Pointer, and it'll stay Savannah basketball. Z Spearman gonna come in for Coates.
Yeah, Coates came in and brought some really good energy, good minutes, her time on the floor.
Petrie on the drive. She has to pull it back, gets it over to Williams, who's trying to drive. 4 seconds, 3 seconds on the shot clock. She gets the shot over Pulliam, but it's no good. Good defense by Williams, but it is gonna take the foul instead.
Cheyenne Sellers, who was our player to watch for this game, just utilizing her body to back down a smaller Slim, hence her name, and getting to the free throw line.
Gonna use Slim's word here. Sellers with a quiet night, even though she is the leading scorer for her team and the only player in double digits for her squad, now at 12. But it was honestly, it feels like a quiet 12 because I feel like Cheyenne Sellers is a player, again, we called her the player of the game because she's a player that is usually very loud in her scoring.
But also,
and
too,
goes on a lot of drives by herself.
Yeah, as you mentioned, too, this is Jacksonville Waves' first time playing since August 19th. Today is
22nd.
22nd, so it's been a while. I know Savannah obviously played yesterday. But really good take right there by Slim. Love that. Really good aggression.
I know we already said it, but
yeah,
she definitely took heed to what you told her.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
I love it.
And J.J. Quinterly, we were laughing with them in post-game yesterday when we talked to them because we said we felt like Slim was not looking for her shots in that first half and her offense in that first half, and then in that second half she got it going. And there was literally a moment in the game yesterday in that first half where J.J. Quinterly passes Slim the ball, and she's wide open for the three, and you hear Cornelia yell, "Shoot it," at her. And then she came in the second half, and Jalea Williams said, "Yeah, I had to start shooting. JJ was yelling at me."
Yeah, really passive in that game yesterday, but nonetheless impactful. Right now, 7 points on the night, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. She's getting done everywhere.
Good ball movement by the Waves there, but Adu Bolgat couldn't kiss it off the glass to finish it. Jalea Williams gonna take the drive, tries to get it in the Z Spearman. Kaya Watson looks to get it inside the Z Spearman anyway.
A good activity right there by Pulliam.
Taylor tried to play some defense there. I think Taylor didn't realize that she had some help because she was running with Lindsey Pulliam instead of trying to beat her to the spot, and Kaya Watson was trying to yell, "Go, go, go, I'm here, I'm here." And so Lauren Taylor unfortunately didn't have good positioning there, and she tried to get to her spot late.
Yeah, just a really good drive right there by Lindsey Pulliam, taking advantage of Lauren Taylor.
Pulliam makes the free throw. Pulliam at 81% free throw shooter. 6 men trying their hardest, but it probably won't matter. Oh, it does make a difference there. And maybe that might have been a little bit of broadcaster jinx as well. My bad, Lindsey Pulliam. Jalea Williams doing a really good job keeping her eyes up, head up, looking for her team. Lindsey Pulliam goes for the steal there. Petrie just can't put it inside. Pulliam gets tripped up. They're gonna give that foul to Laisha Petrie. Unfortunately, I don't think that was on Petrie. I think Lindsey was kind of falling before. Oh, I guess Lindsey Pulliam does bump into Petrie. I thought she got tripped up by Elena Coates first. But she does overstep Coates and gets hit by Petrie in the body. A body shot there. Pulliam at the line again. 6 men did their best, and it makes a difference. Pulliam makes the second. Lindsey Pulliam, a player with a lot of sauce, and so is Slim Jalea Williams. There, Jasmine Walker. I think she thought the referee was a teammate because it was a nice pass.
To her defense, though, the jerseys look similar.
Right, the colors are there. If I was the official, I might have took it and tried to lay it up too. I don't know. She was running right there with her as well.
She was running her lane for sure.
I hope we can get an updated stat sheet because our most updated one says Jalea Williams has 4 points, and we know that's not the case anymore. Shot no good, and that'll end the third. 49-42 lead for the Waves. Don't go anywhere.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits, that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and non-stop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement.
And we're back here. Savannah Steel Nation hoping for some fireworks from their team. The final 10 minutes of the game, and the Jacksonville Waves lead the Savannah Steel 49-42. Jalea Williams trying to do everything she can to keep her team, the Savannah Steel in this game. She has 10 points now on 4-13 shooting. Hasn't made any three-pointers, but is 2 for 3 from the free throw line. What do you make from her performance so far, Alexis?
Yeah, I think that she's playing really well for this team, obviously with the absence of J.J. Quinterly. Obviously some offense had to come from somewhere, and Jalea Williams stepped up. I mean, yesterday's performance, 15 points, 3 of 3 from the three-point line, and 6 rebounds. I mean, she can get it done on both ends of the floor, and they knew that they were going to need her to step up, and that she is.
Hoping that she continues her dominance. We now have 3 players for the Jacksonville Waves in double digits. Those players being Cheyenne Sellers, Ariel Hearn, and Renaya Davis. Davis and Hearn with 10, Sellers with 13. Jalea Williams with the short jumper at the free throw line, no good. Petrie gonna be fouled on the rebound there by Jasmine Walker, I believe. Oh, that foul actually will be on Cheyenne Sellers. It's gonna be Sellers' 4th foul. It's the 13th foul. Madison Greggs playing defense on Corey Lard at the top of the key. Lard asking for a screen. Gets it, but it's a screen and pop. Shot rolls off, hits the rim, rolls off to the right of the goal. And it'll be Jacksonville basketball.
I would have really liked to see some movement right there from Savannah Steel. I think it's stuck in Corey's hand for the entire time.
And with the shot clock winding down, she has no choice but to take the shot.
Yeah, but I think that ball should have moved on both sides of the floor, and maybe a touch on the interior. Right now they have 22 points in the paint. I think they should use that to their advantage. And speaking of points in the paint, right now Jacksonville 28 points on the play. Really good take right there by Kayla Pointer. That's exactly what they were looking for.
And that's
right there.
Corey Lard and Z Spearman being able to get some better communication in this half of how Lard wants those screens and how Spearman's going to be able to roll off of them. Especially if Walker's going to overcommit to that screen. Spearman did a good job of recognizing when to roll and where to roll. Sellers on the take. She's going to be fouled. She's going to be blocked, by Corey Lard. And then the ball's going to go out on Sellers as it lands on her back. Good defense by Corey Lard. to not foul there. Looking at Savannah Steel, they're struggling to get some ball movement. Ball has been in Laisha Petrie's hand the entire time. She finally does get it over to Lauren Taylor, who tries for the reverse lay and is too strong. And honestly, that was a good layup attempt by Lauren Taylor. Madison Griggs for three, and it's good.
Yeah, you got to get a hand up on Madison Griggs. She's one of the better three-point shooters in the UPSHOT League. And normally when she's open, she can nail it.
I mean, she's shooting 30% from the from the three-point line. Corey Lard decides to take the three, hits the rim. Walker there. Spearman trying to play some defense and does get the defense done without fouling there. Honestly, Walker just couldn't finish. Jalea Williams doing a good job of keeping her dribble. Hands it off to Z Spearman, who honestly just puts it up. No issues, no problems. Waves trying to battle back. Steel trying to battle back. Waves with a 8-point lead. Walker for three. Now an 11-point lead as Jasmine Walker knocks down the three-point shot as well.
Yeah, you can. At this point, though, if you're Savannah Steel, you don't want to trade threes for twos right now.
Lauren Taylor said, we'll trade threes for threes, maybe. No good. Taylor gonna foul Kayla Pointer. That'll be Lauren Taylor's fourth foul, team's third. Taylor kind of got her arm kind of caught between Davis, body and arm, and Davis also had her jersey there, so Lauren Taylor had no choice but to foul Kayla Pointer because she couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, what happened there, just no one picked up Kayla Pointer at all.
And Taylor was like, well, I can't foul y'all. I have four. Now she has four. Z Spearman gonna take a breather, and Elena Coates gonna come in for the steal. Kayla Pointer makes that one. Coates with 3 rebounds right now. Definitely expecting her to get in there and get some offensive rebounds and help give this Savannah Steel team some second chance opportunities. Sellers fouling. That'll be Sellers' 5th foul on that drive there. Petrie just did a good job of keeping her dribble.
Yeah, Sellers got caught. Got caught reaching in on Laisha Petrie right there. But it looks like they're gonna leave Sellers out there with her 5 fouls.
If that's the case, I feel like if I were Laisha Petrie, I'd do my best to give the ball to her. Except Jalea Williams can handle it as well. Williams just been doing a really good job of keeping her team in this game, now at 12 points. Sellers trying to draw a foul on Laisha Petrie and does. Petrie looking at Sellers like, come on now.
Looks like Cheyenne Sellers is arguing that she was shooting. In the act of shooting, it looked like she was. I don't know if they're going to call it on the floor or.
We're going to have to take immediate timeout there. That'll be Petrie's 3rd. And we're going to take a timeout as well with them. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
And we're back at Enmarket Arena where the Jacksonville Waves lead the Savannah Steel 59-48, 5:47 left to go in this fourth quarter. And it's Waves basketball. Sellers really trying her hardest to show she's in active shooting motion on that drive and does draw a foul. That foul will be on Lauren Taylor. That is Taylor's fourth foul. Sellers makes the first. Cheyenne Sellers is an 84% free throw shooter and gets both of them to go. Still passing the ball around the horn. Jalea Williams on the drive. Jalea Williams with the reverse leg. And finishes it, and J.J. Queenerly is up on the bench. She likes that by Williams. Again, we talked about it earlier. J.J. got on to Jalea, let her know that she needed to score and needed to look for her shot a little bit more. As Renaya Davis finishes it at the rim.
Yeah, both teams, well, both Jalea and Renaya right there, just taking advantage of what the defense is giving them.
Lauren Taylor for three, hits the front of the rim. Sellers gets the rebound. Davis trying to leak out. And you can see that Sellers and Davis did see each other, but didn't feel like it was a good pass to make. Hearn and Davis also trying to connect there. It was a little tall of a pass. I don't know if Ariel Hearn thought Renaya Davis was about to go up there and grab it out the air and dunk that. I don't know. It was a nice. It would have been a nice pass if she could do that though.
Air Hearn and Coach Jess Bogie having a laugh there. That's funny. And it was really funny because Renaya Davis was like, now Air Hearn. You know I was not going to be able to get that.
As I said, I mean, Renaya Davis is out here looking like Superwoman, but maybe not ready to fly just yet. Corey Lard, three no good. Sellers grabs the rebound. Kaya Watson Kaya Watson was pushing, getting back fast as she could to help out on the defensive end. Do Bolgak for three. In and out. Laisha Petrie grabs the rebound. If I'm Elena Coates, I'd be trying to post up Cheyenne Sellers as much as I could right now. She has 5 fouls. Madison Griggs for three. No. Davis on the rebound. And it'll stay with the Waves. Renaya Davis gonna take a well-earned seat as Coach Jess Bogie shakes her hand on that one.
I've noticed that's something that they do. I want to ask Coach Jess Bogie after the game, where did that come from? Because it's like the corporate shake your hands, not high five like I'm dapping you up. No, this is a corporate handshake.
This is business.
This is business. I'll have more for you guys tomorrow on that.
Dubogak trying to make sure Z Spearman doesn't screen. And Kayla Pointer finishing it. Elena Coates trying her hardest to get back and block that. And Kayla Pointer is gonna be fouled on that pursuit. She had to stay and catch her breath a little bit. It'll be Elena Coates' first foul, and which is actually really good. We talked a lot about how yesterday Coates was getting some blocks, but it was always body first, and there it was body first as well. But she's done a good job of being able to defend without fouling in this game, which is a big step up from yesterday. We haven't even mentioned that this is only the second home game for half the players on this Savannah Steel roster. Kaya Watson, Elena Coates, Corey Lard, JJ Quinterly. This is their second game at home. I know it is the second to last game of the season, but they did join the Savannah Steel while they were on that 8-game road trip recently. So we did talk to JJ last night about how she felt about the atmosphere here at Enmarket Arena and the fans, and she said she felt really good, right, Alexis?
Yeah.
She was excited. It was fun. She was glad she was able to kind of show out as well. Coach doing a good job trying to screen there for Watson. Couldn't get the screen. Watson had to take the dribble instead of the shot. Lard steps through on Cheyenne Sellers. Can't get the layup to go. Madison Griggs, feet moving too fast before her hands got to the ball. It'll be still basketball. And we're going to take a break here as well. It's immediate timeout. Don't go anywhere.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com. Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Molten USA, the official basketball partner of the UPSHOT League. Every shot, every moment, the future of women's basketball keeps getting stronger. Molten USA has long been committed to growing the game and supporting athletes at the highest level. We are proud to be a partner with Molten USA, the official basketball of the UPSHOT League. Molten, feel the emotion. 67-50 lead for the Jacksonville Waves, 2:49 to go. Definitely a player that's where the Savannah Steel are missing would be JJ Cornerly in her scoring. Again, she scored 32 points in yesterday's overtime loss to the Charlotte Crown. And she played 37 minutes of that 45-minute game. Petrie on the drive. And there's going to be an offensive foul against Corey Lard. It'll be Waves basketball. Kayla Pointer starts the passing around the horn for the Waves. Sellers tells Turnish to pop. Turnish had a shot there. Didn't take it, but passes it back out. Kayla Pointer loses it. Tries to box out Blaisha Petrie as well. Pointer hits it out of bounds. Nobody letting Corey Lard know that Pointer was coming up behind her. Not a lot of communication between the Savannah Steel right now. And you have Jalea Williams and Lauren Taylor both on the bench right now for the Steel. Blaisha Petrie, floater, 12-foot jump shot over Sellers. Gets it to go. Petrie was 6 on the evening. Sellers on the drive, kicks it out to Jasmine Walker for 3. And Walker will bank the 3. There, I mean, well, it wasn't a bank. The bank was open. And she makes the 3 there. Her second 3 of the afternoon. Petrie from the elbow and gets it to go. Petrie now with 8. 70-54 lead for the Jacksonville Waves. 1.5 left to go in this game. Kayla Pointer, she saw something, couldn't get it there. Jasmine Walker fight for position over Coates. Sellers on the drive. Coates stands straight up. Rebound corralled by Petrie. Pushes it up the floor to Lard, who's gonna drive on Griggs, has to pull it up and gets it to go. A minute left to play, 70-56. Madison Griggs on the drive, pulls it back out. Kayla Pointer setting up the offense. Pointer gonna drive and gets Watson on the inside. They're gonna call it an offensive foul, saying Kayla Pointer extended her arm there.
Notice this is my second game doing Savannah Steel's game here in a while, and Kaya Watson really really utilizes her body, puts her body on the line for this team. We saw that yesterday as well.
And she's a player that just continues to be aggressive on the defensive end for the Savannah Steel team. Take by Alicia Petrie, and she's going to be fouled by Jasmine Walker. But we talk about Kaya Watson, and she just has such a high motor, and she's a guard forward who impacts the game a lot because of her relentless physical defense and elite rebounding that she has. She built a tough foundation at South Dakota before establishing herself as premier defender anchor for the Big 12 at West Virginia. And she's just been able to do a lot of really good things at West Virginia and overseas. And now the Savannah Steel have definitely found a gem defensively, adding her to the roster in this late point in the season. Petrie gets both of those. 20 seconds left to play. And Sellers is going to draw a foul on Watson.
Okay, both these teams still playing.
I mean, until the final buzzer. Till that clock hits 0-0. Anybody's game. Maybe. Oh, Jacksonville does have the 70-58 lead, though, so it may not be anybody's game. But just the relentless effort by the Savannah Steel to play into the final buzzer just shows the tenacity they've had all season. Sellers misses the first. And Sellers misses the second. Petrie pushing pace. She pulls up for the shot, no good. Coates fights through, Coates gets the rebound, Coates finishes it. 4.2 left, and Elena Coates gets some extra points to her stat line with some relentless rebounding, and that'll end it. Jacksonville with the 70-60 win over the Savannah Steel. Now 11-0 on the season against the Steel. Savannah Steel definitely missed JJ Quinterly, her offense that she brings to the squad. And so maybe they'll get to see it. Jacksonville will get a chance to see her tomorrow, as well as Savannah have one more chance to get a win over the regular season champions before they go and fight for their chance to win a championship game in this inaugural season.
Yeah, a really good job by Savannah Steel and the Jacksonville Waves to get another win. I mean, obviously the regular season champs has already clinched a spot in the championship game. So at this point, it's cosmetic, all cosmetic for Jess Bogie and the Jacksonville Waves team. The biggest difference here was Jacksonville being able to take care of the basketball. Going into the half, they had 8, and they finished with 11 turnovers. So really good job by the Jacksonville Waves. Take care of the basketball. Points in the paint was the biggest difference as well. 30 points in the paint. I think just it's hard to say right now just because a lot of load management, a lot of players are resting, but they're just preparing for the 29th. So that's all that Jacksonville is doing right now, and that's all it is.
Jacksonville finishes it with the 70-60 lead win over the Savannah Steel. The Savannah Steel will be playing again tomorrow afternoon as well. 4 o'clock tip-off against the Jacksonville Waves to finish out this inaugural season. What a season it has been. We thank you guys for joining us tonight. We hope to see you guys tomorrow as well. Go Savannah Steel, go Waves, go everybody. And we'll see y'all here tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Thanks for watching.